Do you suffer from UTD-CMS? Under the desk cable management syndrome? Well, you're not alone. Help is only a Secret Labs Magnus Pro XL away. So as a complex solution to a rather simple problem, I have bought the Secret Labs Magnus Pro XL, which is the top of the line gaming desk that they offer, and I have been fed it over and over and over and I have succumbed. I'm not good at cable management, am I? After building a beast of a computer, the desk looks smaller and smaller every day. I think that realistically the biggest issue that I have is going on underneath the hood. Look at that spaghetti. And off to the races. So what took you guys probably a couple of seconds ended up taking me about 10 minutes, but it is done, and everything's kind of neatly put away onto the bed mostly, because if I don't get this done today, I won't sleep. And how's that for motivation? Somebody clearly approves of the table in the middle of the room. And by somebody, I mean everybody. That one maybe weighs like 50, 60 pounds, I think. This one's got to weigh well over 140 pounds. Oh, 60 kilograms. I do not know how much that is. I will put it in editing, how much that weighs in pounds, and that one's 30 kilograms. I wonder how close I am. Little side game, how close am I to the actual weight? We shall find out. With the package this XL, there's only one way to open it, obviously. With an axe. Battle axe, making short work of it. Come on. Make me feel like a Viking. What could go wrong? Unboxing with an axe. Let's open it. I'm so sweaty. Excuse the sweat. And the flip-flops. And the pulling up the pants. It's just an exciting video. I got too excited to even prepare. I just started going. Wow. Any product that says XL, why would the instructions not equally be as large? Pretty basic stuff here. I don't know if you guys can see that all that well. I'll bring it up. You know, what's in the box? What's in the box? I'm like promising myself right now that I'm not gonna do the thing where I start trying to build it before I even know how to build it. And then I can't figure out why nothing's working. I'm promising myself right now that I won't do that. For your guys' sake, you don't want to see me like that. Okay. Well, in what could only be described as a two-man job, but a one-man show, I've somehow managed to flip this bulletproof desk. Hey, put a couple million views on the video, and maybe we'll test out if it's bulletproof. That thing is solid. We've managed to get it upside down, which is where I think I saw the directions for setup start. So let's hope so, because I don't want to flip it back over just quite yet. It says to install the leg brackets, mounting brackets for the legs, and that's going to be in this package, I believe. It is nice insulated foam they use. That's for certain. Oh, isn't this nice? Wow. XL desk mat. So, these are the leg pieces. I am noticing something right out the gate is that these bolts kind of are sitting away, and this one's sitting super close. And I see on here, if the camera will focus, that these are like grooves for it to go in, and that's where they go in. And there's cables that attach there and attach there. Also shows that in the instructions that I am currently sweating all over. So I'm not quite sure if these bolts are supposed to be loose or tight when they sit into that groove. This one has the toolkit. Nice packaging. Honestly, the packaging on this is really nice. And then I read, and those actually stay out and you screw them in that's how it locks into place. And if you look on the back, that one says left. I don't know if you guys can see that. And right there, it clearly indicates left. All right, I do have my own tools, but I'm gonna use the tools provided. It kind of reminds me of like a PCIe cable. Boy, that thing sure is pretty darn heavy. And that slots in just like that. Cable's tucked in underneath. Nice. And then we screw it in. I don't know how tight to screw it in. I'm gonna go a little bit beyond hand tight here. I don't know how well it's gonna show for you guys, but one thing I am certainly not loving about this is that as I tightened it, the brackets kind of pinched in on both sides. I know that side's a little dark, but maybe you can see it. As I screwed it in tighter, they kind of pinched almost like it doesn't fit perfectly. But I guess that could be nitpicking here. Hopefully that's okay. This is not particularly the safest way to do this, I can tell you, because this thing's a little wobbly on this. This really is. Oh, Foxy's upset. Got a little meow in the background. Yes, Foxy. He's got his ball. Oh my gosh. He's got his ball and he is going sicko mode. All right, that slides in just like that. I'm gonna slide it all the way back like the other one and screw it in. Next, we grabbed these pieces out of that box I opened earlier, and we are going to mount them, it looks like, with these 4 flathead screws that were included in this big bag of screws. Yeah, these go on. Looks like there's a clear mounting point on the short side, so that'll be the back side. We'll hop over there right now to do that. We got our piece right here. This goes like this, with this side facing the inside of the table. And it looks like these flathead screws just go right on top. All right, and then we'll get the other side done and move on to the next step. When you're sweating this hard, don't forget to hydrate. Next up is the big tray. So we got that one done. Moving on to step 4. And the big tray is in the big books. So we got pan head screws by 8. You know, I think this piece is actually bent. Huh. All right, well, we're gonna have to make that work. We've got socket head screws, and those are going on the feet. So we're actually all in all making pretty solid progress here. There you go. There's actually these 2 little guide posts right here that hook in right there. And that works out pretty nicely. Okay, no drama. Okay, so it looks like it wants us to rotate it. Something that you should note if you're building it is it wants you to flip it this way, obviously, because that's just thin sheet metal on that side. So it wants you to flip it that way when you're flipping it to the upright position. But before I do that, I'm gonna go and just do a once over on every screw because I don't wanna have to flip this table back over ever again. So we're gonna go once over, make sure everything's tightened, and then we will flip it to its upright position. Table gender reveal. It's a gaming table. Oh my God. Honey, what should we name it? And you know what? Now that I see it, I think we missed a few screws. So I saw that wobbling. I was like, that's not supposed to wobble. So I'm gonna go put those screws in now. Buddy, I think you got a screw loose. Nope. Attempt number 1 failed. One broken back later. I'll give you one chance. Accept my offer. Warning, danger of injury. Good. Well, we're not injured. Man, that is the most beat power unit I've ever seen, but it does the job. All right, we got the rear hinge cover, and it looks like that is these two screws right here. Does it go above or below? I'm not 100% sure. I think above, probably. Yeah, I mean, the only way this, yeah, it's level that way. Math. And what screws do they want us to use? The panhead screw, yet again. And start going to town. Gotta stop punching. Butt out, back flat. If only I could make this standing just stand. Nice. So if you read the directions and you get the next part, they want this doohickey right here to go into that doohickey right there. And that's what they look like, all doohickied up. Now it's time to plug this bad boy in right into the back. It looks like he's over it. That's the face he's making. He's like, Slide the standby switch to the right to turn the control panel on. Press and hold the down button. The display will show RST. Do not release the button until the beep is heard. The calibration process is completed. Read that like a bedtime story. Here we go. Oh. Oh. Beep. It moved. Whoa. Oh. This thing went so high, I'm like, hold on, let me read the instruction manual. Just. That was fun. That was pretty good. Not too difficult. It should be a two-man job. I would say that's probably my only real takeaway. The only part that was damaged was the underpan. But, you know, relatively easy to put together. Always like building stuff like this and pushing myself to do a two-man job by myself because I use an axe to open cardboard boxes. I guess you slide this over everything. It's a pretty strong magnet. And then I guess you just pull it out. Then I guess we do the same thing on the other side. All right, only thing I'm not fond of is that this Secret Lab thing logo right here kind of is elevated on the back, and that's kind of like making it stick up, but you know, kind of a live with. Doesn't really matter all that much. Other than that, this thing's a nice desk mat. Very premium feel, that's for certain. I don't know if it's real leather or what, but the magnet is pretty significant.